In this video, we are going to learn terminal. Terminal on the Mac and Linux has similar kind of commands. So if you watch this video, you are good to go with Linux as well. In this video, we are going to learn cd command to navigate to the different parts of your drive, ls to see the content of current directory, and nano, which is like a text editor, helps us to modify text on the files quickly. We're going to be understanding how we can create files and folders, rename and remove files using terminal. It's perfectly fine to open a Finder and navigate to different parts of your application, create files, but this is not ideal. Developers don't really use GUI much. Now, when you're working with the programming language, you're going to be spending a lot of time on terminal. So it's great to learn right now. So in the future, when I show you some commands or I navigate to any folder, it's not that you don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to open terminal. Now, what if you want to look at the content of your current directory? Maybe you have folders or files in your current directory. You can type ls, press return, and it shows you the folder or files available in your current directory. Let's verify that using Finder. So I'm in Awais Mirza home directory, and you can see all the folders that I can see in terminal. I can see them in GUI as well. So I'm gonna go to documents, and here I have folders like Docker, Adobe, Arduino, courses. Okay, let's go and verify that content using terminal as well. So I'm gonna type cd space documents, press return. Now you can see we are in documents folder. I'm going to press ls, return. Here you can see Arduino, courses, Adobe, and Docker. But you can see we have a couple of files that are not visible in GUI. The reason for that is terminal is pretty strong. It can show you every single thing available in that directory. For example, if I type ls space -a, press return, it's going to show you every single thing that's available. So basically it's showing you all the hidden files as well. Now I'm going to type clear, press return to clear the terminal. Now I'm in a document folder. What if we want to go to the parent directory? We can simply type cd space ... return. Now I'm back to Awais Mirza directory. I'll type ls, and here we go back to Awais Mirza and see we have the same content there. Next, let's take a look at how we can create files and folders. I'm going to navigate to the document folder, press return. I'm going to create a new file here, so I'll type ls. So you see, no files yet. We're going to type touch, which basically creates a new file for us. And I'm going to type python.py. Press return, type ls, and here we have a new file created, python.py. Now, we are going to open this into Nano. Nano is a text editor on terminal that you can use to modify text. I'll type Nano, and I'll type the file name and press return. And that's going to open python.py file into Nano. Here I can write some code. For example, we type print, and I type hello world. And then here we see a few commands here. If you want to write out, you type Control O. You want to justify, Control J. You want to search for any character, type Control W. You want to read file, Control R. So I'm going to write that print hello world. So I'll type Control O. It's going to ask me a name. If I want to modify that, I'll simply type return, and I'm going to press Control X to exit. Now we have some content available in python.py file. I'm going to clear the terminal. Now there's another command that I want to show you which basically helps you to read the content of the file on the fly. I'll type cat python.py, press return, and here you go. You see what's the content written in python.py file. Now we haven't started with Python yet, so you type this print hello world. Don't worry about this, we'll talk about this. But right now, all I want to show you is you can create file, you can use Nano to modify text in it, and also we'll look at how we can create folder now. I'll type ls. I'm in a documents folder, and I want to create another folder called Python course. I'll type mkdir space, and I'll say Python course, press return, type ls, and here we have Python course folder created for us. Let's take a look at how we can move or copy file into the folder. Right now we have python.py file. I would like to make a copy of this file into Python course folder. So I'll type cp, I'll type space and python.py, which is the file I'm trying to copy. Let's give a space and type the folder name, Python course, and press return. Let's type ls. We have the python.py file here. I'm going to type cd and I'm going to go inside Python course folder. I'll type ls, and here you can see we have a python.py file available there as well. Let's learn how we can remove file using terminal. I'll type ls. I can see I have a python.py file here. I would like to remove that. So I'll type rm and then python.py file, press return, type ls, and that file is gone. So rm command helps you to remove files from a directory. Let's clear terminal. I'm going to type cd space ... which takes me to the parent directory. I'm in a documents directory right now. So here we have this python.py file. I would like to move this file instead of copying this file into Python course. So to move the file is the command mv space python.py, which is a file name, and in the folder or path you can say where you want to move this file. So I'll type Python course and I'll type return. I'll type ls, and you can see no more file exists there. So if I go to cd python course, that's ls, and there you go, we have that file there. So now we understand how to use terminal to create file, to move into the directory, copy files, edit text in the file, read the content of the file. Let's learn how we can run Python file. Now we're gonna have to have a separate video for this, but just on the fly I want to show you how you can run Python file. So I'm going to type python3 and then space and the name of the file that I would like to run. If I press return here, it should show me hello world. I'll type cat python.py file. You might be wondering why we had hello world. Now that's because this print function that we called in this python.py file. Don't worry if you don't understand functions yet, it might be confusing to you. Don't worry, we'll walk you through every single thing about functions later in the course. But for now, just understand that this print function logs the text that we're passing in, which in this case is hello world. Now at this stage, you have successfully created your first Python program.